What is up, legends? We are back, and what we're going to do today, we're going to talk a little bit about how to start strong. We're going to talk a bit about how the gaming flow works, and for those of you guys who are new to gaming terminology, game flow is basically how the game progresses, how you get strong at the game, and basically to help you kind of understand what to do, so you don't need to go mad places or go to a wiki or something like that. You just literally gonna know, and then how to progress. Even if you don't know an answer, you still should know how to progress, and that's hopefully what I'm gonna help you do today. So starting right out, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna explain to you from the character side of things, and then hopefully by the end of this, you're gonna be good to go. So we're at level 21 right now, and you're gonna notice that on the character and my weapon level differently. The character has a universal level for himself, and you can actually change the other characters in level as well when you start to unlock them. And you also have your weapon, which your weapon will do the same thing though. When you get another weapon, which we're gonna do in this video, I'm gonna show you my very first legendary weapon and tell you how I did it. But that'll change over as well. They all level differently. You can also level up weapon. We're not going to do that because I need gold to make my legendary weapon. So obviously I'm not going to use this. Gold actually isn't that hard as people think it is. There's a few different ways that you can actually do that. We're going to talk about that in the video. I do apologize for talking fast because there's a lot of stuff, and I don't want this video to be like 30-40 minutes. So with that said, we head down over into our accessories, and you're going to notice that I have a ring, a scribe, and a pendant. Now, the interesting thing about this game is that you can essentially make any character, any type of build you want. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that you should. This is a DPS character right here. He is meant to DPS. He's meant to get high damage and high crit with his skills. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to start to want to look for things that are going to actually help you when it comes to echoes, which we're going to talk about in a second. So when you hit the middle mouse button, you start to see that they have slots, and what you want is, you see like this means attack. So I'm going to start to want to put gear on my character that is going to facilitate getting towards attack. Now you can do it a couple of ways. You can just straight go for that attack icon right there. However, I have something else that I'm doing. You can go for balance, which I need to change over to this now, which I'll do that right now. So you see that bottom circle one right there? That means balance. The top one, I believe, is defense as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this in here because I need to upgrade this. All right. You're gonna notice now we have this at, and that's an increase on power because let me scroll this over. It comes with 400 crit rating, 385 ability, 256 max health, which is really good. Now, speaking of stats, max health is really important because obviously how much health you have. Resilience going along with it is actually really important. That's part of your resistance to stuff. Weapon power, ability power, and crit rating. We'll talk about that really quick. Weapon power is your weapon, obviously, whatever you're using, how strong it's going to be. Ability power is your skills and how strong your skills will be. And crit rating is how much each of those first two things, the weapon power and the ability power, are going to crit. So that's like your crit percentage. The power is how high the crit rating is going to crit for. Break power is how you break down defenses, and physical defense and magical defense is like par for the course. So now that we've done that with this one, what we can do is now we can go into the echo slots, which I'm being bad over here. Echo slots, now you notice that's empty now because I changed over the weapon. Changed over the item. So I need to bring back what I just used. Now my ring of desire, I believe, was using this. So now we brought that in. And now we need something balanced. So hopefully I have something balanced. You notice in the top right here that we have attack, defense, and then balance is the third slot. So now I need to look for something to put in to balance. How much points do I have to spend? You notice on the top right there, when you highlight over it, it has a number. So I'm spending 18 of 76 right now. So I basically have 58 right now to use, so I can bring in something 58. However, you may not necessarily want to do that because all of these echoes right here can level. So what I want to do is I want to find a balance that's actually going to help my offense out, because it's going to have an offense and a defense stat on it. So let's head down here. Let's find something that'll help. Ability power is okay. Max health is actually pretty good. Let's Herald Echo do break power. I don't really care about break power. I tried using break power a lot. It didn't seem to do much of anything. So we have Bone Buyer, which gives magic defense, which makes my magic defense like really good, and ability power, which is actually really nice. I might do that because that'll leave me points to upgrade, but that'll leave me like not a lot though. Right, so I'm probably not gonna do that. You see, we also have crit rating and magic defense right there. Not so great. So I'll just do max health right here. This truck, I don't have a blue one. I can go farm that because it literally tells you what the monster is, obviously you can see it. So I can go out into the world and farm that. So now we put that in, and what that did is that gave me the max health and ability power. So now we're good to go on that. And that's pretty much how you would level yourself. Also, you want to make sure that you keep the right symbol right there. Like you see, like they're all flaming right now. That means that they're all cut on. Now you can actually put them anywhere that you want, but you won't get the full benefit out of that. So you need to actually match the symbols where they need to. You notice that I literally only have one thing right now that is for attack. I have a lot of balance right now, a lot of defense. It's not necessarily that I wanted it that way. It's just the way that the gear is going right now. But you, for a DPS character, you definitely want to go lean towards attack. And as soon as I find more attack stuff, I'm going to actually do that. Abilities is just pretty much par for the course wherever you want to actually put stuff. I lean more towards my firebomb, so that is what I'm going for right now. It's pretty useful, and I like if the enemy dies while burning, they detonate. Actually does a lot of damage, and you can clear out a pack like really fast if you combine the oil bomb first. Throw the oil bomb out, burns enemies when hit in the pool. The oil detonates, dealing damage over time, and then that's when you throw the oil bomb out, and then you throw the firebomb out, and it just explodes, and then it'll explode once, and then if the enemies explode, it'll explode again. And if like it's like a chain reaction. It's amazing. It's great. It's just great. My next stuff, I'm gonna put points on like probably Arc Nemesis and stuff like that, but works pretty nice. I love it. It's pretty cool. So Affinity is kind of easy to understand as well. As you level and upgrade, it'll upgrade different things according to whatever you want to actually upgrade. So I lean really high into Instinct because Instinct levels up some pretty cool stuff like weapon power, crit rating power, and physical on top of that. But you can actually, you see what it'll upgrade. It'll tell you what it upgrades. So you can kind of like go for whatever you feel you need. Right now, I'm probably gonna eventually have to do resilience, but I kind of like resilience. Don't like I'm sure I probably need to do that, but I just so mastery right here. You can pick a mastery that you want to go after, but my mastery is marksman right now, and what I mean is you can click into individuals right here. I'm a sniper. You guys know who I'm following my channel. I tend to play the sniper classes a lot, so I'm going along that mastery right now where I get more damage per my snipe, and it does pretty good. Pretty lit. All right, so one of the things that's cool in this game is you get the opportunity to make weapons. Now you can make relics, which that purple level 19 relic that you saw me put on, I made that. But you can also make other relics according to your level. I would, if me personally, don't start making relics until like you're like level 20. It's not even worth it because you'll find stuff that's better, that is cheaper and free out in the world. In my opinion, it starts getting a benefit at level 20 because the stuff that you make is like really good. So you get a quest to come over here, and Arsenal will be saying, hey, you get a quest. You won't be able to do the quest right away when you get it, but you can start working on it. By the time you get to 20, you should be able to do this the same way that I'm doing it right now. So I made Tempest Form already, and you notice right there I have ready Tempest Shell and Tempest Spirit. So I'm gonna click over to this one. In order to actually do this, you need to go into areas and farm certain things. So if you go and hit F, it'll literally tell you where to get everything, but it doesn't tell you how to get everything. So I'll tell you real quick how to do some of this. So Molten Spectra will drop off of any dungeon that you will put that's an entry level dungeon, like easy. Like you can do Codex. Codex is the very first dungeon. That's an entry level dungeon, and you can use the Solar Mutator and then go in like the baby dungeon. And from the chest, you should get a bunch. Obviously, the faster you do it, the better. But you should get like anywhere between 9 to 20 solar mutators, depending on how lucky you are, how many chests are in the dungeon. It's not always the same way, but it's a tier 1. When you see stuff like that, that usually means that you have to go into whatever the corresponding spear is, and the spears is the same thing as like tiers, and you'll be able to actually get that crafting item. The same thing with the Gem of Avarice. As you can see, it literally tells you where to get that from. Same thing with Remnant Nexus. Again, it tells you gold is gold. I'll explain gold in a second. Well, not in a second, but and Silver Spectra. Again, in the Codex, so you can get literally both of these things. As a matter of fact, you can get gold in the Codex too, which actually helps. So we're gonna make this one. Bam. So now we have that one. And I actually have to go and get more Remnant Nexus. So you know what? I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so we're back, and it took about 5-10 minutes to knock out. All right, so let's head down here. Make sure not to click something really stupid. All right, so now we have the 3 that we need. So, bam, Tempest Spirit. And you notice now, Tempest itself is now ready. Now, the reason why we're getting that is because I like the Bullet Storm talent. I've actually saw somebody using it when I was, basically, playing and running around. What sucks is you see this weapon is going to be level 1. I'm hoping that's not the case, but let's find out together. And bam, craft a legendary that we got the achievement and everything. All right. And now you get the quest as well, because there's a quest to actually do it. And we get EXP. Bam. I like it. Another quest for you. So, this hurts so bad. Look how much power difference that falls. Oh my God, yo. And it's ready to temper and everything too. Now I gotta run around and level this. Like that, like I feel sick. I actually feel sick. It does have a attack slot right here, but I still feel sick. How much? Oh, I can't even put anything on this. It's part of the reason why my power is falling down so much. So what I'm gonna do is talk to you about the next thing. All right, so let's head over to here now. The next thing that will actually help you guys out is how to level fast and how to make gold. Like, I really feel sick right now. It took 33% of my power. It's okay though. Should be okay. About to cry. Anyway, all right. So, in order to actually level fast, what you need to do is you need to stay around what your power is and use modifiers. So, now that we're down to 1100, which pisses me off, what we need to do to make things easier, you want to get good EXP, but you want to get it fast. So, say like this dungeon it would be good. So it's not going to necessarily be good for me on my character's EXP because I'm already beyond that right now, but it's going to help me level my weapon fast. So going in here, just you don't have to actually use any of your modifiers. However, what will happen when you do this is if you go all the way to the furthest one, and then if you put in, we're not going to do this now because I have other stuff to explain to you. If you do this, say this, if you want to do that, that's the biggest EXP modifier, and you'll be able to knock it down relatively quick. Now you also have the quest line that gives you these right here, see like the Book of Growth right there, that quest line also gives you a lot of EXP. So what you can do in that quest line right there in the Undercroft is head to the Undercroft and do the same thing. Now it wants you to go to, see I have that right there that I need to do. So I can go to the Undercroft, do the hardest one, which is 15, and then choose double 4. But if you don't want to do double 4, like we can just do like that. It's gonna it's definitely going to be Quartz Bloom Flora, and we'll still be able to get the quest pages and stuff like this. Now sometimes it'll give you the opportunity to get 3 pages, but sometimes, majority of the time that I've been doing this, it just did 2, so you have to do it twice basically. But the thing is, by doing that, you get good EXP for actually doing that on top of doing the actual dungeon. And on top of that, there's treasure chest in the Undercroft, which is also in, need to show you the highest level of the Undercroft gives you about 300 to 400 gold. Same thing with Codex Hall. The highest gives you around 300 to 400 gold. It depends on what level you do. So if you do 4, obviously it's gonna do that. This is still not gonna be that great. Actually I think it's like 300 to 350 in Codex Hall. I think the highest that I could get right now with dungeons that will give you treasure chest will actually be in the Undercroft. I believe there's one other more in the Bloodworks as well. Works out. The highest in the Bloodworks will actually give you treasure chest too. But what you want to do is you just want to make sure that you're doing something that will be fast, or you can go in there by yourself if you're high enough level. If you're at level 20 and your gun is leveled up and everything, you should be able to solo it and not have to worry about people, rushing through or trying to push you through content and stuff like this. You can just go in and get easily about 4 to 5k a run. Sometimes if it gives you the opportunity to give you enough chests, sometimes it doesn't give you a lot of chests. Just want to point that out. But if you do both of that with the EXP and the gold, you should be fine. That's how I made my goal to pay for everything, obviously. And that's kind of like the game loop. From there, you just have to pick and choose and kind of cater your build according to what you want to do with the character, how you want to do it with the character. I don't have the skin anymore, but I guess I'll leave it like this because now everybody's going to see I got the legendary weapon. And now I have the skill as well. So I am going to go level this weapon up so I stop feeling sick. And I believe that is all I have for you right now. We'll have more coming in the coming days as I push through things, but hopefully this will get you at a good place and get you to the point where I'm at right now. I'm probably going to be leveled a whole lot quicker by the time you see that next video because I slowed down actually to make this weapon. I had to actually physically go and point my character and go farm that stuff. That slowed me down because I was doing stuff weaker than what I need to be doing. But now I'm gonna go farm and get gold and level this weapon, and we should be good. So hopefully all of this will be to your liking, and you'll be at a good place in the game, and hopefully I'll see you in the game. My name in game is Scion Storm. So you wanna come and hang out, you wanna come see me. No, we're not gonna do that. You wanna come see me, come see me. Be legendary, like and subscribe. There will be lots more content for this game on the channel because I'm enjoying it, and I got my legendary weapon, so I'm already happy. So peace.